old war, I don't remember so much about it because I was so young. I was 10 years old at the beginning of the war. Much about it because I was so. My parents were slaves, my father a Spaniard, my mother was French Creole. During the war, all the children had fear. I drove an old ox cart on which to pick up the dead soldiers and buried them. A battle took place about 40 miles from the plantation on a bluff near a large ditch. The old master was mean, made slaves lie on the ground and whipped them. I never saw him whip my father. He often whipped my mother. The slaves lived in little cabins. I was married on the 22nd May 1884 by a judge, and after the priest blessed the marriage, we were freed on July 4th. 1 year after the marriage, I left the big house and made a home for my own. I was blessed with many children, 11 boys and 5 girls.
Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I wish I could take credit for any of it, but I can't. So, folks, right now I'm coming to you through Restream. It's different. I love the clarity of the HD. Oh my God. I was using EV Mux, but I may be making a switch. I like the fact that the image is bigger. It's much clearer, more clarity. Oh my God. I'm in love. I'm in love. I did send an invite out to Dave Glovin just to see how it works with him coming in because we've been having some issues with the other outfit. But this is just a test, simply a test, not meant to be a very long conversation about politics, religion, and whatever else. It's just a test to see what Restream will have for me. It's a little more expensive. I will say that. I'm doing a free 7-day trial. And if I like what I like, I might bite the bullet. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to be coming across live using the images provided to me by my general Alex Wisnet and his wife Jennifer. I've been trying to hold off until I can create a introductory video. Uh, Individuals who know how to create that are not willing or able to help me. So I understand that. So I'm probably just going to come out like I do now and just start sharing the videos and talking about it, bringing some folks in, sharing some videos, especially when there's war reincarnations. Good Lord, war reenactments. I'll be adding that too as well. The song that you just heard, if you want to call it a song, those are the actual words of Morris Meyer's second great grandfather. The government went out after the war, and we're talking all these freed slaves getting their take on life, living in the South and so forth. And those are just a few of the words that came from his one-on-one interview. I typed it into Suno. I love Suno. $8 a month, folks. It is well worth the money. Okay. So this is all roads lead home genealogy saying, yes, get it. It's phenomenal. Suno, SUNO.com. $8 a month allows you to create 10 songs a day. And it's phenomenal. It really is. I'll play maybe one or two more songs, but folks, it is absolutely, absolutely wonderful. You know, there are many things that saddens me throughout life. One of them is war. One of them is racism. One of them is um, the attack on various religions, the attack on various forms of life. By that, I mean this, the South. I was born in the northern state. I was born to Yankee parents and grandparents. I can't take credit for unfortunately being born in the southern state that moved to a northern state. However, I did for like a year live in Mississippi, if that counts for anything, folks. My dad was stationed in Biloxi, Mississippi Air Force Base, and I was there for about a year in kindergarten. We lived so close to Mississippi River that during the summer we were able, as children, kindergartners, kindergartners, walk by ourselves down to the river. Along the river banks, these folks, I'm not sure if it's a church or a school or whatever, but they had set up tables for crayons. Crayons. Remember those popsicle sticks? Okay. And how, I don't know about you folks, but back in the day, we created different things, little baskets, a birdhouse using Elmer's glue and the white Elmer's glue and the popsicle sticks. We did that, but we would walk as a kindergarten age, so 5, 6 years old, maybe a little younger, by ourselves, without parents, without our big brother or sister hanging on, down to the river's edge, the Mississippi. Yeah, they didn't care if I fell in or not. I thought my parents loved me. Now that I think about it, I could have fell in. Anyways, yeah. So I want to try and see what I got here, folks. I really didn't come prepared. Do I ever? I know, but folks, in all seriousness, let me see. Let me go to his wife's. What I want to do, and I'm going to get your take on it, folks, because this is going to be a joint effort. Obviously, it's me being the person presenting it, and you obviously being hopefully the viewers. And ooh, okay. you being the viewers and saying yes, no, maybe perhaps that stinks, no, that's good. But what I'm hoping here we go. Okay, there has to be some video here somewhere. Come on, there has to be some video amongst here somewhere. There's got to be some video. Oh, maybe not. Please show me some video. Well, okay. That sounds interesting. Did someone just pop in? Did someone just pop in? Hold on a second, folks. I think someone just popped in. Just got to kind of find it. What is this? There he is. Hey. Bring in. There we go. Hey, I can see the top of your head, buddy. I can go skiing. No audio, though. Whoops, and he's out. That, folks, was Dave Glovin. He's having some computer issues. Poor guy. If there was ever a lesson of not having an open top cup of liquid around your computers, unfortunately, Dave is it, because he unfortunately spilled a drink and he is paying the price for it. How did it kick me? Okay, that sounded like him coming back in. Let's just see. Okay. I'll make sure I hit the right button. There we go. There is Dave. Does Dave have audio?
I have
Dave
audio, but I
yes,
don't.
he does.
I have audio, but I didn't see me. Hold on, it's different.
Yeah, it is definitely. And he's gone again. What I'm trying to do, folks, is to create I'm not sure if I have to do a new group or just come on like I do now and do the video. But there's some folks from the South have been sending me a bunch of videos, a bunch of pictures. They want me to produce something, and I'm going to do my best for them. I really, truly am. The folks in the South, they love me for what I can do for them and what I can do and what they can do for me. And it's just, it's amazing. It does. What is this? That's the audio. What's that? I wonder what that is for, as far as. Okay, want to try it again?
No, we're here. It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't give me. Yeah, okay. I can watch myself through this, but I really can't see me up on that, and I have turned it down lower than.
There you go. That's good.
Okay. I have to watch that. I have to watch down here because I can't watch it up here. Well, I guess
Gotcha.
I can. But it's not letting me reduce the size of my. I reduced the size of my head, and before I came in, wait a minute, I might have to make it. Oh.
You know, from what I understand, Dave, when I went into my camera settings, there's actually is a you know what? Let me see if I can share.
There's
Hold on a second.
There's three. No. There's three settings on it, and you have to set it before you do. You have to set it before you do anything. So let me see. See what this is.
If I was not a Christian, I'd be saying that. I can tell you what it looks like to me, but I'm not going to use those kind of words.
have to come
But anyway,
back and see. But
yeah, but Dave, this is just a test to see. Dave, I love this because okay, he's gone again. So this is just a test. Obviously, he has some work on his end as far as the settings for the video for the lens. But you know, it has some neat features that the EV Mux did not have. Unfortunately, I'm paid up to I believe August 8th on EV Mux. But folks, I love these um, the quality and the width of the video. Um, so you know, I might just make use of this. Um, there are some features here that I would like to try and play with later. Um, my biggest thing is, you know, obviously I can see how to bring in uh, uh, my other monitor for sharing video. Um, what is this? That's the super camera. That's a share screen. That's invite guests. That is what? What is this plus for? Presentations, video storage, screen share, extra camera. That probably means I got to pay more money. But you know, folks, yeah, if I want to, okay. So what I'm actually in right now is 720. It's not even high definition. Wow. Because my camera is 1080 and this is 720. So if I want, um,
and that's
true high definition, here we are again with the unusual,
I don't know what that.
whatever.
I don't even know what that's looking at. I don't even know what that is looking at.
I'll tell
I don't
you.
even know what it's. I don't even know what
Yeah,
it's looking at.
I don't
Because
either.
there's nothing in here. There's nothing in here that is that. So I don't even know what it's seeing. Unless it's trying. Yeah, I have no idea what it's trying to see, and I can't make my screen big enough so that I can.
Well, the black
I
thing looks
mean,
like a cable to a cord, like to a mouse or something that's black.
oh, it's not on. Wait a minute. It's not on that camera.
Yeah.
No, that camera. It's not on the back camera. It's on the front camera.
And just so you know, we are
That's
live.
on It's not on the
So,
right camera. Well, hold on. Hold on a minute.
and there's Deep
Not letting
Dave.
me. No, it's because I took myself off the
I
camera.
see
I
that.
want to get to the settings.
So, folks,
Wait a minute.
this was the test. We're going to play with it. Tell us what you think about the video quality between this and EV Mux. Which one you like better? Because EV Mux uses high definition, but it does make me pay extra for it. But this one here is only 720. But I'll tell you what, the clarity is phenomenal. But it makes me pay more if I want to do a high definition camera, which I have. So I'm not sure if I want to go that extra expense. It did want me to pay the extra money if I wanted to add in Twitter. So I'm not sure if I want to add in Twitter. Because right now I am on YouTube and I am on Facebook, my own personal page. And I really didn't think anyone would pop up here because they weren't expecting me. Let me just, before I decide to call this test a success, let me go somewhere here. Oops, that's falling down. And see if there's any comments here. So even here on their, I'm broadcasting this Southern Independence Post, and it's actually looking very good too as well. Let me get rid of the audio. And Dave is back. There's his face. There we go.
Anything of me.
There you go.
Yeah, all I can see is my glasses. I can't see it.
Well, I can see your head. I can see your hair. I can see your face.
I know you can see I know you can see all my stuff, but that's the same thing on EV Mux. I turned the box down on the camera before coming in here, and I don't know why it didn't make that change.
Yeah. So, Dave, between this one here and EV Mux, other than the issues you had initially, on your end, quality and sound, is it the same or better than EV Mux?
It's the same, if not maybe just a bit better. But then again, like I said, people can only see my glasses, and there's no way for me to bring that down. I keep trying to figure out a way, and it's not letting me do that. If I go into camera settings, I don't want to do video.
The camera that you're using, is that inside your computer, or is that
Yeah,
an
yeah,
external?
no, it's
Okay,
inside the computer. I mean, it's inside the tab. Uh, that should have brought it smaller. I mean, for me, I can see it a bit smaller, but I can't if I go out of it. Yeah, it's still the same. But anyway, I mean, it works fine. It was okay to connect. I have to make sure I don't touch any buttons because it's much more sensitive than EV boxes. But all I need is a camera and a mic, and once we do that, then we're
you're
here.
rocking and rolling.
Uh, we're rocking
Yeah,
and rolling.
so folks, yeah, start looking for in the next maybe I'm gonna make a promise. I'm going to commit myself to this Saturday. Let's say 6 o'clock p.m. That sounds like a good time for me to go for like an hour doing a broadcast for the South and only for the South. Well, that's
Okay.
pretty. And I'm going to
Yeah.
push together some
If I move it back a
images
little
and
bit, it
video.
seems to be okay. Yeah, I move it back a little bit, it seems to be okay. But
Wow, he sent me a bunch of
yeah, that's about the
pictures.
best I can do. That's the same
Yeah.
that I. That's the same that I can do anyway.
Actually, but actually,
It just shows. It just shows everybody that I have a big head.
well, no, but yeah, I'm actually seeing a little bit more of you than I did before. I'm actually seeing your shoulders, at least this time. Um, but yeah, so
The farther I move it away from me, the farther it does it. But I have to clean up stuff behind me to be able to move it.
yeah,
Able to move it any further back, and then I just have to figure out like that. So
yeah. So my gym,
it's fine with me. It's okay with
yeah,
people watching. It's okay with
yeah,
people watching. So whichever one you want to do today, except I would suggest instead of sending me the link at 6:45, you send me the link at 6:30 just to make sure there isn't any problem with us connecting.
right. Um,
Yeah, give me a little bit more time to make sure.
what is today's Tuesday, right?
But,
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah,
and everybody needs to thank
yeah.
Randy Rhodes for being the host and live producer. And my big head gives you something to laugh
There
about.
you go. Yeah, so these are some of the pictures that he sent me. In amongst all this are some video. And what I'm going to do, folks, is to take some of what he has sent me, add it to the video, and then if it's a reenactment of a particular war, like the Battle of Aiken, that kind of thing, I'm going to add in some commercialized video, which I did before, and was able to do it without getting myself in any kind of Facebook pantry problems. But he's been wanting me to do this for quite some time, and I just been trying to get an introduction going. But you know what? So what? Um, the other thing I wanted to show you folks here is the countdown. This here's a pretty cool. Where's it at? If I can find it again. Bum, 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 countdown.
Does it do the one?
There we go. Okay.
Oh, there you are. There you
And
are.
then the music kind
Yeah.
of fades out. But you know, we'll figure it out. Figure
Right.
out what works
Well, I know a
best.
few people that play it down to 0,
Yeah.
and then when it hits 0, that's when they start their intro, which is another minute or two.
Right.
And by the time you're live, uh, everybody is hopefully ready to watch it.
Yeah. I got the coffee together. I got their.
And I'm just trying to figure out why I can't make this any smaller,
I don't know.
but it seems to be the way it's going to be.
Um. You know, if you wanted to do on your own to do a test with your wife in front of the camera, see if it's just I don't know. All I know is that
Oh,
somewhere in the settings
I can do it.
there's a zoom.
Yeah,
I sent you some
right.
screen grabs. There's a zoom, and it should zoom. It should be all the way at the end, and that brings back and it shows you the whole
That's
background.
Unfortunately, there just seems to be 3 dB positions that I thought would make me smaller, but I have to go back and look at it. I'm sure there is zoom in there somewhere, and if I played with it and zoomed it down,
Do you have an
then
external camera of
we would
of your
find it.
own?
No, and then it won't take an external camera
Well,
anyway because it needs some USB port just to run power to it to make
I
sure it doesn't
and
run
you don't
out.
have any spare USB ports.
They're not on this. If I go back to a to a try the Chromebook again, it might work. But my Chromebook might work. Donna's Chromebook, I'm not sure. I have to play with hers and figure out the camera situation, but I don't really want to do that.
Okay.
So if I can play online and see if it lets me do it
Let me
online
ask you. Let me ask you one last.
down
Let me ask you
smaller.
one last question. We'll end this here. The chair you're in, it's obviously a rolling chair, right? So if you do you have?
Mhm.
Is there a need for you to be at the table, or could you like roll yourself back a little bit so we get a bigger picture of you?
I could try that, but I really am not. I can't do that only because if Donna needs to leave the room, I'm
Oh,
walking
okay,
in and
okay,
out of
okay, okay.
the
The
room.
walk,
But I
walk
mean,
behind.
I could sit back
I
like
did this,
this.
yeah.
I could sit back further like this, but I have to play with the clarity because I lost a lot of clarity on my
Okay.
end when I did that.
Well,
So may have to go back to 720 dB, which is in the camera settings, and try that and do it. But like I said, if you give me a little bit
yep,
more, I mean,
yep,
I'll play with it
yep.
now, but if you give me a little bit more time, I can sit back this far away and I'm not as huge as I was. And I still have room if room
Yeah,
is needed
that looks good.
while we're live. Yeah, I do appreciate what you're
No
doing,
problem.
but I know that well it's my glasses. Yeah. So if I take my glasses off, you can still see a little bit, but I have
Yeah, yeah.
the curtain open partly. If I close that curtain tonight, then it probably looks fine. Then it probably looks fine
Yeah,
tonight. I just
I see the reflection
yeah,
off your lenses with that. Yeah, I just now took
yeah,
notice of that.
yeah, right.
So, folks, we'll
Oh
work it
yeah.
out. We're going to have a great
If I
show.
close these tonight, then yeah, we're
Yep.
getting
And
there.
please, if you
Yeah,
if guys
we're
are
getting
watching
there.
these broadcasts, reach out to us and message. Tell us what you want to hear, what you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
We are well educated
I
men, and
really
we can
want to
talk all
know
kinds of stuff.
because I really want to know what people want to talk about. I mean, I don't mind coming in and saying, "Hey, the topic tonight is Bongino versus Bondi," and just seeing where everybody goes. But meaning me, don't. I'm kind of on the fence to whether or not Bongino will leave
I think you will.
because since Cash Patel said that he was willing to leave if Bongino leaves, I think that sets the door for Trump to say, "Okay, Bongino, you're the director. You got what you wanted. Now make it work." Uh, The problem is that sources tell me that they do not believe that even with Democrats helping Republicans on a straight line party vote, that Bongino will get approved because most of them don't like him, and they don't like him because he's a quote unquote investigative journalist. And to me, that would tell me, fine, I'll go back and sit behind my microphone because I make hundreds of thousands of
Yeah.
dollars per broadcast doing what I like to do, and nobody bothers me.
Yeah.
And I can say anything I want about Washington D.C. It helps if I have some proof,
I think,
but I can say anything that I want to
my
say.
daughter was saying to me that Dad, she said, all the Democrats supposedly want the Epstein list released. It's the Republicans who don't want it released. Now, if that's the case, then there must be a
Well,
shitload of Republicans on that piece of paper.
right, right, right. Well, the Democrats want it because they're not worried about maybe the Democrats that they will lose, because the ones that they lose in the next election, they can probably replace. If they lose it, now I'm just making an example. If they lose AOC because she turns up on the Epstein list, they just kick her to the curb and they hire COA and make COA. I'm just making an example. They make COA the new belle of the ball, and elect her, or think that they're going to elect her.
Yeah.
Realistically, what I think is the truth needs to come out, because there was a list, there isn't a list, there's not going to be a list. Comes down to watching a lot of videos where people are saying, hey, if we got a chance to listen to to go to a Madam Maxwell press conference, she knows enough that even if it just helps her get on the remainder of her 20-year sentence that she's in, she gets out. But then again, there's a whole lot of other philosophy.
Well, she said
safer where she is. If she's safer where she is, then
she said if there's no longer a list, why am I still in prison? And this is a great conversation for tonight at 7:00 p.m. Eastern time on Boogie with the Bull with Randy as a co-host.
Yep.
Folks, I'm going to bring this to an end.
Randy
this
and Dave.
Works. I'll probably use this tonight. As far as the social streaming,
I have to use this. I have to use this tonight. The problem is it works great. I just have to keep the bugs.
Okay.
It works better. It works better than the AI who suggested it. It works better. It's just we have some bugs that we have to work out. I don't want people to see my teeth. They're not the most attractive, so I don't want people to see them. So I need to get it just a little bit higher and leave it there. That I'm maybe I'm sitting up in the chair. There. Well, no, they're pretty bad, but that's another show that we can do.
Dave Glovin guesses. Oh, all his teeth pulled and brand new mouth. Yeah. Anyways, folks, this is Dave on my right.
Yeah. Some places you just don't invite. Yeah. Some places you just don't invite your cameras.
This is Dave Glovin on my right with Boogie the Bow. I am Randy Rhodes of All Roads Film with
Randy Rhodes.
All Roads Film Genealogy and
All Roads lead to All Roads Genealogy. All Roads Genealogy leads to Boogie with the Bull.
Wow, that just got me all kind of like a.
I prefer to put the boogie first, and that they understand to go.
Take care,
but I want everybody to understand that I thank what Randy is doing. And as we say at the beginning of each podcast, one of these days I will get it right.
One of these days.